I never believed in cursed videos until I saw what was on the last tape. And the worst part is, the footage was recorded after my friend died. My name is Eric, and 3 years ago, 4 of us drove into the mountains to film a fake, found footage horror movie for YouTube. Cheap jump scares, night vision, screaming in the woods, that kind of thing. Only 3 of us came back, and none of us uploaded the footage. At least, not intentionally. It started in October of 2023. My friend Mason had found an abandoned fire lookout station deep in the wilderness outside northern Montana. The place didn't appear on any hiking maps anymore because a landslide had wiped out the main trail years back. "That's perfect," Mason said while driving. "No tourists, no campers, just trees and silence." He grinned into the rearview mirror. "You can't fake atmosphere like that." There were 4 of us total. Mason, me, Tyler, and Jenna. We were all small creators trying to blow up online with horror content. Nothing unusual. The drive took almost 8 hours. By the time we reached the forest road, it was already getting dark. The trees out there looked wrong somehow. Too tall, too dense. They blocked out the sky like walls. Even with headlights on, the woods felt black. Tyler laughed nervously from the back seat. "Imagine getting stranded out here." Mason smirked. "That's literally the video." We parked near an old ranger gate and hiked the remaining 2 miles carrying camera gear and camping supplies. Halfway there, Jenna stopped walking. "Do you guys hear that?" We all paused. At first, I thought it was wind. Then I realized it sounded like somebody whistling, far away, slow, off-key. Tyler immediately shook his head. "Nope, absolutely not." Mason rolled his eyes. "Probably another hiker." But there were no other cars at the trail entrance, and the whistling stopped the second we listened for it. We reached the fire lookout around 9 p.m. The building stood on a rocky hill overlooking miles of forest. It was old and partially rotted, but still standing. One side leaned slightly, like the supports underneath had shifted. Inside smelled like wet wood and mold. There were old canned foods scattered across shelves, dusty blankets, even rusted tools left behind. "What if somebody still lives here?" Jenna whispered. "They don't," Mason said quickly, too quickly. We started filming immediately. Mason wanted authentic reactions, so he kept making us walk into the woods separately while he recorded from hidden spots. Most of it was stupid, until around midnight. That's when Tyler came running back to the lookout, pale as paper. "I'm not joking anymore," he said. "There's somebody out there." Mason laughed. "No, seriously," Tyler snapped. "I heard footsteps behind me the whole time." "You probably heard me." "No, you were ahead of me." That shut everyone up. For a second, nobody spoke. Then we heard it. Crunch. Outside. A single footstep near the cabin. Mason grabbed the flashlight and opened the door fast. Nothing. Just darkness and trees. But I remember one thing clearly. The forest had gone completely silent. No insects, no wind, nothing. Even Mason looked uncomfortable after that. We locked the door and decided to stop filming for the night. Around 2 a.m., Jenna woke me up. "Eric," she whispered, "someone's outside." I sat up instantly. The others were asleep. Then I heard it, a soft scratching sound against the wall, like fingernails dragging slowly across wood. Jenna looked terrified. "Mason said it's probably branches," she whispered, but there were no trees close enough to touch the cabin. The scratching moved around the building, slowly circling us. Tyler woke up next, then Mason. Nobody said anything for almost a full minute while we listened. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Then it stopped directly outside the door. Mason finally whispered, "I'm checking." Tyler grabbed his arm immediately. "Don't!" But Mason already opened the door. The flashlight beam swept across the clearing. Empty. Then Jenna quietly said, "Why is the camera outside?" Our tripod camera sat 20 feet away facing the cabin. None of us had put it there. Mason slowly walked toward it while filming with the handheld. I remember the sound of his boots on gravel. Then he froze. "What the hell?" "What?" I asked. He turned the camera toward us. There were muddy footprints all over the lookout walls, hundreds of them. Not shoe prints, bare feet, human, but wrong somehow. Too long. The toes looked stretched. Tyler started panicking immediately. "We're leaving, right now." Nobody argued. We packed everything in less than 5 minutes, but when we started hiking back, we realized the trail was gone. I know how insane that sounds, but the path we used to reach the lookout had vanished beneath fallen branches and loose dirt like nobody had walked there in years. Mason kept saying we must have drifted off course, but his voice sounded shaky now. The forest felt different at night. The deeper we walked, the more disoriented we became. And then Jenna stopped again. "There's someone behind us." We turned. At first, I saw nothing. Then my flashlight passed between the trees, and I saw a face, far back in the darkness, pale, expressionless, just standing there, watching. Tyler screamed, "Run!" We bolted through the woods. Branches hit our faces. Cameras swung wildly. Somebody fell behind me, but I didn't stop to look. I know that makes me sound horrible, but the sounds coming from the trees didn't sound human anymore. There were whistles everywhere now, different directions, closing in. Then Mason disappeared. 1 second he was ahead of us, the next he was gone. Just gone. We heard him scream once, not a normal scream. It sounded cut off suddenly, like somebody shoved something into his mouth. Tyler wanted to go back for him. Jenna grabbed him crying, "We can't." We kept running until we reached the road near sunrise. Mason never came out of the woods. Police searched for 8 days. They found nothing except one of our cameras buried near a creek. No blood, no body, nothing. After that, the 3 of us agreed never to talk publicly about what happened. Tyler moved away 6 months later. Jenna deleted all her social media. I tried pretending it never happened, until last winter, because that's when the footage appeared online. A YouTube channel uploaded it at 3:11 a.m. No username, no description, just coordinates for the forest. The title was simple: "We Never Left." The video used clips from our missing camera. Most of it was corrupted static, but near the end there was new footage none of us recognized. The camera was pointed at the inside of the lookout station, empty, silent, time-stamped 2 days after Mason disappeared. Then somebody walked into frame. At first I thought it was Mason, same height, same jacket, but the way he moved made my stomach drop. His arms hung too long, his head twitched strangely, like someone pretending to be human after only hearing descriptions of people. Then he stepped close to the camera, smiling. I'll never forget that smile, because the skin around his mouth looked stretched open too far, and in Mason's voice, perfectly calm, it said, "You left me here." The video ended there. I tried contacting YouTube to trace the upload. The account no longer existed. But that's not the part that scares me most. 3 nights after the upload appeared, I heard whistling outside my apartment window. Slow, off-key, the exact same tune from the woods. I live on the 7th floor. And when I finally looked outside, there was someone standing in the parking lot staring directly up at me, smiling.